Today on the Canadian Arcade.
Hey, look, your shoe is untied.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Alright guys, so as is tradition with a Canadian Arcade review video, we're going to go over all the different things on the playfield. So as you can see on this one side of the screen, we've got a top-down look, of the playfield, and Josh has got the other camera. So we're going to talk about everything that's on the playfield. We're going to go left to right, go all the way around, and then we're going to talk about a couple of interesting shots and things that you should know about when playing this game. So first things first, I mean, we don't need to talk about the left flipper or the left sling, but we will talk about the first of four Martians. So these are the Martian bank targets. So now it actually spells Martian all the way around. So these three here, one here, and then two more here. That's part of Martian MultiBall and Martian attack mode. And these guys actually jump up and down while you're playing. Keeping left, so we've got left orbit, okay? So this one's the capture orbit. So capture 1, 2, 3, and yeah, capture's up in here where the lanes are. Then we've got the left ramp. Now that feeds back down to the left flipper. We've got, and the left ramp is Big O Beam 1, 2, 3, and of course the jackpot for multi-ball. Then we've got the center loop. So the center loop actually feeds back around to the right flipper unless your lock is lit. Then the little diverter here actually moves over and the ball falls down in there, and then you light lock 1, 2, 3, and then start your main multi-ball on the game.
Yeah, that's after you lock 3 of them, right?
That's after you lock all three.
And when you do lock a ball, it doesn't actually physically lock the ball, it just spits it back into play, right? It kicks it up to that up kick. So you see that little up kick there?
This little black guy.
So it'll kick that back up and then return it back to your left flipper.
Yeah. Then the main feature, the main, I guess, bash toy, if you would, I didn't really call it a bash toy because you're not hitting it with the ball, but the main feature is the center saucer. So this, as you can see on the front camera, so we've got a bunch of bank targets here. Now, essentially what you need to do is for each one of these cities, so Paris, France, Berlin, Germany, Pisa, Italy, London, England, New York, USA, and then once you complete all of these, attack Mars. Basically what you need to do is you need to open this gate up by lighting these, by hitting these bank targets, and then you need to hit the targets back behind underneath to damage the saucer. Once it's sufficiently damaged, and the more of these you have, the more of those shots it will take. Then the back of the saucer down there opens up, and you get one straight shot right down the middle, and you'll get the the few million, 100 million points for destroying the saucer, and you'll complete that city. Next, the scoop, the only scoop. This is actually a pretty important piece of the game. So the scoop basically predominantly lights Stroke of Luck. Stroke of Luck is something that shows you, it's your mystery award. Tons of things are on there. Your strobe multi-ball, you can light Martian attack, extra ball video mode, stuff like that. Now, you can actually relight Stroke of Luck with these lights down here in the out lanes and return lanes, which can be switched with the flippers as you're flipping. So you want to light all 4 of those to light Stroke of Luck if it's not automatically lit. And there's different levels of Stroke of Luck, 1, 2, 3, and so on. okay? And like, you won't get video mode right away. If you've gotten stroke of luck a few times, then yeah, you're gonna start, you know, removing some of the things off of stroke of luck, and it will switch over to the next level of stroke of luck. Continuing on, we'll go back here actually. So the pop bumpers, this is a really cool feature. Just below the capture for the left, for the lanes up here for the left loop, are all the pop bumpers. Now, initially, if you hit the pop bumpers 99 times, I believe it is, you will get what's called super jets. Now that's another main objective of the game that we'll talk about in a second. The first round on super jets, basically then you start getting some big points after you've hit them. So it takes a few trips up into here and a few, you know, lucky shakes of the game to get them to bounce around there. You're gonna get a lot of those out during a multi-ball. Continuing on, on the back of the scoop, there's actually an entryway from the pop bumpers as well. So, and that you can light Martian attack with too, but you can't light extra ball or stroke of luck. But I have noticed it does light Martian attack. So, continuing on, right ramp, the one with the cow on it. So this basically feeds to the right flipper as well. This is another string of shots. So tractor beam 1, 2, 3, and then jackpot. And then continuing on, right loop, right orbit is atomic blaster 1, 2, and 3, and then the jackpot for that. Now, interesting thing. So these 5 shots, so atomic blaster, tractor beam, locks, big O beam, and capture. Sorry, these 4 shots. Completing all of these will get you into total annihilation mode. It's a 4-ball multi-ball. Now, you have the regular multi-ball, going back to these locks here. Once you lock all 3 of these balls and you start multi-ball, these jackpot lights, these 5 jackpot lights will light up. If you can successfully, during your multi-ball, shoot all 5 of these jackpot lights, and you'll hear it, because you'll hear jackpot yelled 5 times, then you get the super jackpot opportunity. And that's basically a jackpot that bounces around these 5 lights. You can actually lose the rest of your balls in your multi-ball and just go back down to 1 ball when you're at the super jackpot, and then score that for some big points too. Moving on, of course, another bunch of targets for Martian. Okay, so down here in the lower playfield. So what is all this about? And I guess the main goal of this is to rule the universe. So in order to rule the universe, you have to complete all 6 of these modes, or all 6 of these achievements and these goals, to then start rule the universe. Now, so super jackpot, that was the jackpot that you have to chase around that we were talking about. Super jets, that was up here in the pop bumpers. Martian multi-ball, so when you light Martian attack, you've got to hit this bank target, set of bank targets, this set of bank targets, this bank target, and this bank target, and then it gives you a 2-ball multi-ball. That's a really good opportunity actually to get a bunch of Martian kills, and then that'll light that. Total annihilation will be lighting all of these strings of shots and getting the hurry-ups for each one of them. Conquer Mars, it's getting all of the countries and then starting Mars, and then 5-way combo, or the combos for those 5 shots. Now, one other thing that we're going to show you in a second here when we start the first game is the skill shot and the super skill shot. Just before we do, I'll just show you briefly while the glass is off. The skill shot is if you plunge the ball and you drop it into the lit lane that's up here, which you can switch with the flippers. I love that topper. So you can switch that with the flippers. But that's only, what, like 10 million points?
Right.
What you really want to do every single time, especially if you're new at the game and you're playing in a tournament and you're really basic in this, is a really easy way to get 50 million points for every single ball. And that's to hold down the left flipper, plunge the ball. At that point, you can release the left flipper. And the ball's going to come back down here. You're going to hit the ball into one of these 6 arrow shots. So whether it's the 5 main jackpot shots, or the 5 main shots, or the center shot where the saucer is. Now when you hit it, if it's one of these 5 shots, it's going to light all 3 in the sequence. So you're that much closer to starting the hurry up, and you're going to get 50 million points. Or if you hit the saucer, this is another strategy you can do, it's going to basically enter the attack mode. So you don't have to light these to drop this gate. It's just going to automatically give you 50 million points, drop the gate, and then you can start attacking the saucer, whichever city that you're in. So that's the multi-ball and some basic strategies. So Josh, let's
get
play
to
a
it.
few games. Yeah. 2-player game.
2-player game. Show us the skill shot.
Okay, you want to set that down? Okay, so as we reviewed earlier, there's a skill shot and a super skill shot. So the skill shot is plunging the ball and getting it into whichever lit lane up at the top. Or the super skill shot, you hold down the left flipper, and when you plunge the ball, the 6 arrows light. So the 5 main pathways and the saucer. So whichever one that you get, if it's one of the 5 main pathways, it lights all 3 of the, like let's say it's tractor beam, it'll do 1, 2, and 3, it'll light all of those. And you get a 50 million point bonus. If you hit the saucer, not only does it start the attack wave, but you also get the 50 million point bonus.
Right.
I may be wrong on little things as we go, but yeah. Ready?
Rip.
And you can let go of the flipper. So once it's plunged, yeah, it just has to be held down while the plunge happens, right? And it's great because then it starts your attack wave really quickly, right? And it's just one less thing you gotta do that's up the middle. Fuck. Oh. See, shooting for that saucer, those drop targets and inside the saucer can be really dangerous in this game if you're new to it. Yeah, so you lit all of tractor beam there.
Yeah.
And it's a nice, easy, cool way to get 50 million points. So pro tip, kids, if you're new to this game, like I am, and you're not a very good pinball player, like I am, because I'm not very good, and you're in a tournament, like a beginner's tournament, and this game's there, it's an easy way to get 150 million every single one of your 3, well, 150 in total for your 3 plunges.
Watch out, man. They've got a big old beam.
All 4 of them. So, we've established that Josh is really good at this game. Just much better than I am at pinball anyway. I do, however, have the grand champion on this game. It's been sitting in my house for a week now. So, because I work from home, my lunch hour has been kind of fun and productive.
Weekend.
Pardon? 542 million. Okay, so once more time, holding down the left flipper, plunge, let go of the left flipper, and then you get a little bit of time to get it.
Saucer up in the sky!
Jeez. See, I always get a little overconfident when I open up the saucer shot at the very back. I always get a little overconfident and I start screwing that up. Nope, I'm gonna lose it. There we go. Come on. And the one thing I noticed in this game,
Build an atomic blaster.
I hit the ramp posts a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Well, you gotta hurry up. So basically, Josh has to shoot for this sauce, which he did. But it's dangerous,
A little
right?
risky, yeah.
I don't know, which hurry up was that? Was that tractor beam?
What's that?
I think it was tractor beam for capture.
We'll show you on instant replay.
Oh yeah. Instant replay. You gonna put an instant replay in right now?
I could.
Oh, okay. So essentially, effectively, as we're going through the rules again, in these 4 shots, so atomic blaster, tractor beam, big O beam, and capture, and I guess to some degree lighting the lock for the multi-ball. As you collect those lights, you're going to start and qualify and then activate a hurry up, and then to get the hurry up, you've got to hit the saucer right down the middle, which again, always a tricky shot. Now, we're not, Papa quality players,
absolutely not.
so don't expect us to be doing this. We're just, things are gonna happen while we play, and it might be cool, and we'll talk about it. Or we'll just, edit that all out and do a short video. Anyway. Oh. Get in there.
So you get like 200 million in the first saucer.
Yeah. And I think 300 for the second, I think. And then
Like
lights extra ball.
4, 6, 8.
Something like that. Okay, so let's just talk about what just happened real quick again, because we're kind of going through this gameplay real simple. So the right scoop over here is the stroke of luck, extra ball, Martian attack, and rule of the universe. I've never seen rule of the universe lit when it wasn't track mode, so. So stroke of luck, basically, that's how you can get a lot of the random things like multi-ball, strobe, video mode, strobe multi-ball, extra balls, sneak attack, that kind of stuff. And those are all just really fun modes and whatnot that you can get. So you basically can qualify for that by lighting these 4 lanes down here. So as you can see, I've got the 2 out lanes and then the 1 return lane on the right, but the return lane on the left I haven't done. And as you flip them, you can switch them around too, which is kind of a strategy if you're quick enough on your feet. So I just have to light 1 more and I'll light stroke of luck again. Or I can just hit all the posts in the game.
No time to pee, like those Martians.
T, Josh. She's British, it's T. I love the locking the balls on this and the animations for it. It's so cool. Especially when you start multi-ball. So I gotta kind of think of a strategy here. What am I working on? Well, I get some ball control and I could keep locking the balls. That was the saucer. Okay, so lock ball 2. Yeah, once you light that lock for that inner loop, the center loop they call it, it's awesome because then you just gotta shoot that shot a couple more times and you get a multi-ball, right? Oh, come on, that was a hit. This will be 400. I think 3. 3, yeah, 3. An extra ball is like, because that's 2 saucers.
So now you shoot the
scoop. Yeah. If I can get it. This is normally where I always, every time the American guy says that, I'm like, really? Do we have to?
You Martians!
Well, I guess we should. Like the gates, the Eiffel Tower, do we really need to? Okay.
We'll fight for our freedom!
I'm really just kind of screwing around here. I should have gone for the extra ball because then I wouldn't have. Yeah, I was on ball 3. Priorities, Chance.
All right, let's see if I can catch up here. So I need 800 million.
You need. Yeah, you need to get 1 more saucer.
Blow the saucer out of the sky.
Now, with the saucers, every country or city, I guess, you go to, it's harder and harder
Well done.
to kill the sausage. It's more shots. I can't remember when. It's a multiple. Got many more shots. So France, Germany, Italy, England, USA, and then Mars. It's just double or triple the shots next time over. I have to check the manual. I can't remember. I can't remember everything on this game, man. Two-way combo. Got me. One of the criticisms I have with this game is that the inserts, when they're not lit yet and they're just flashing at you, it's a very pale flash. Like right now, New York, USA is flashing, but you wouldn't know it unless you're staring right at it. So it's a little tough when you're playing a really intense game and you need to just know at a moment's notice what you still have that you're working on. It almost like flashed like a ghosting LED. I wish that the gap between the flash was better. I don't know. Is that from the original? Like, did it flash like that in the original, or was it a nice big flasher?
Look out! Martian!
If that was something you could change in the settings in the code, that'd be awesome. If this is the original way it did.
Oh no.
There you go.
MultiBalls.
Your launch balls. Oh yeah, you got it. Jackpot's in 60,000. 60 million? 60 million. Add a couple zeros. Okay, so while Josh is doing this, those five jackpot lights, if he can get all 5 of those shots without losing all of his balls, you're gonna go, you're gonna turn into super jackpot mode.
You ugly horse!
Which even when multi-ball ends, you still have a couple of seconds. I noticed.
Yeah, there's like a little delay there.
Yeah, which is nice.
Take that, Martian!
Okay, so down on the lower half of the play field, you've lit 5-way combo and Martian attack multi-ball. You've done both of those. Way to go.
Blow the saucer out of the sky! Oh, annihilation!
All right, here we go. You get a stray ball right up the middle. Well, you got your ball save on. There you go.
Nobody messes with the USA!
Extra balls lit. No, not a replay yet. Just got an extra ball, another extra ball.
Extra ball.
Or just the one.
One that was already lit.
Jesus, Josh. Now you got your replay. Super Jets are on too.
Yeah, it's bouncing around up there pretty good.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get millions. Just keep it alive. You gotta get them up those ramps. Tips of the flippers, right?
Come on. It's hard because
It's so frantic. There you go. 180 million for total annihilation jackpot. Get one more real quick. Can you do it? Nope. Just blows past me. 4.84 billion.
Oh shit.
James. So yeah, I can say you caught up.
Do it again!
So I'm grand champion on this. I put that up this morning. 9.9. There you go. See if you can get to the mothership. This is kind of like missile command. Now remember, if he gets too frantic, you can hit the launch ball, and it's like a missile. It kills everything on the screen.
Oh shit.
Should have saved it.
We must save the Brandenburg war!
No, we've got our livestock insurance.
Your mommy will kick your Martian butt to the moon!
So what Josh just did there, he had a Martian bomb. So while he was in the Martian attack mode, where all the little Martians are flashing and moving up and down,
Oh shit.
press your ball launch button and it kills one of your Martians. So if you're down to one and it's a tricky shot like one of those two side ones, you can use that.
Shoot again!
Shoot again.
Going for my grand champion, aren't you, John?
I thought
That's
I'd be
okay.
a little closer.
When we give this back to Pinbar, it's gonna have our names all over the scorecard.
Take that, you ugly green Martian! Destroy the Martians! Destroy the Joker!
Gonna need another beer for this.
Gotta get some ball control now.
Put some English on it. There you go. Throw the MultiBall. Now, we got a lot of lights on right now, so we can film. Well, normally when I'm playing this here at the house the last week, it's so dark with the strobes going off, I gotta get my face right above the flippers. Go for those sausage shots.
Yeah. $50 million for each one, I think, right?
See, this is how I got my grand champion this earlier today. I just kept wailing on that target. Extra ball's lit. Just on a mission today.
Next ball.
I think you're just pissed that I put up grand champion on this. You got a chance to.
Extra ball!
Extra ball's still lit. Give me another one. There you go.
Extra ball!
So much easier when the lights are on, eh?
Well, this is like Escape Boba Fett when
Yeah.
you play
Star Wars.
Star Wars, right?
You got so many extra balls now, you could just, risk one by going at the sausage costume. We're starting MultiBall. Woo! Okay, so before you go any further, as we were talking about before, the object is to complete complete all 6 of these blue lights and then to rule the universe. So you have Super Jets because you started that. You have Martian Attack Multi-Ball because you did that. Total Annihilation, you did that. That's getting all those, 5 shots, 4 or 5 shots. Like Tractor Beam and Atomic and Big O Beam and whatnot. And you've got a 5-way combo, which is your combos on the ramps. What do you have left? Conquer Mars and Super Jackpot. So you haven't done the Super Jackpot for the Multi-Ball yet, which you could do probably next.
Oh,
and
I can do this one shot.
Yeah, and then Conquer Mars. So you'll get Germany if you get it up the gut there.
Come on.
Tricky, eh?
Yeah, you think it would be, I play this more in Pinball Arcade than anything, right? So, and it doesn't exactly look the same, so. Oh, you son of a bitch.
That's okay, you got 2 extra balls.
Do it again!
Now, default settings on this, I think it will only allow you to hold a maximum of 5 extra balls at once.
Oh no.
Ball save.
Return to battle, soldier!
Come on.
Get your hands off me! Off them!
Ball control area.
I know, it's like.
That's okay. You can light the lock. You just lit the lock.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's okay. You got another one.
One more. You gotta beat your ground champ.
Do it again!
You're getting close.
Got a long way to go.
That'll help. There you go. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Like, saucer's open, but alright, pressure's on.
Yes, sir.
I think if you successfully complete the jackpots in multi-ball, I think you'll beat my grand champ. I mean, not right away, but it'll give you some leg room.
Oh no! Oh!
Ah!
Alright, well, I get to put my name up for something.
Yeah, you'll be
First place. After Grand Champ.
after grand champ, yeah. Player 2.
That was intense.
Yeah, camping's intense. That was just crazy.
That punch right on.
Alright, that's not a bad first game,
Not
guys.
bad at all.
Alright, guys, let's do another game. We're gonna do a 1-player game because Josh sucks and he's gonna try and beat the score if, no.
The Earth is under attack! An attack from Mars! From Mars! Attack from Mars!
Come on, hit that switch.
For Instagram.
Yeah, I'm just hitting post.
You know, it's funny, I've played this quite a bit in the last week while it's been here. And there are still a crap ton of animations I haven't seen because I've been focusing on the play field.
That's the thing, right? You don't really notice stuff until you're playing as a second player, and then you get to see what the other guys do.
Yeah, like the hot dogs. That one, I've heard that like a million goddamn times. I've never actually seen the animation for that. I know it's tractor beam sucking something up, but I just have never seen it. Yeah. Get it. Oh. That's not 50 million. sound effect's starting to get annoying. I feel like I hear that every game I play. No!
I was being too cautious.
Alright. What are we gonna make it for this crappy ball I just had? Oh, come on.
There you go.
Mamma mia! Save the tower of Pisa!
I just cannot hit it.
I'm busting you crazy, you ugly monster!
That's what I'm finding is like I'll put up a really decent multi-billion score, and then the next game I'm just hitting all the posts. Feels like I'm playing fishtails.
I only get so much luck in me, and then it runs
Every
out.
available man! We must build an atomic blaster!
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I know the game's, you know, what, 95?
95, 96,
95? Yeah, 95. I know the game's from 95, so I can't really criticize certain annoying little repetitious things, but I like the fact that there's like 5 or 6 jackpot sound effects, but like record like 4 or 5 lines of dialogue for the same call up, right? Like that does it for me, that helps. But I guess that's just my personal criticism on this game as a whole, not the remake specifically. Right now, like hardcore pinheads are listening to us. Like, who's this kid? Shut him up.
to just stop talking.
There is a reason why this game isn't always in the top 3 on Pinside. It is that much fun.
I think a big part of it too is that there's something sort of central to shoot at.
Yeah.
A lot of people just shoot for the visor and the spaceship, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like Star Trek. Stern.
Oh, come on.
As I was saying to Josh off camera, one of the things that I love about this game, it's a lot like Star Wars for me, where if it kicks the living crap out of me, I'm still motivated to come back and play more. But like when it's Ghostbusters, like it'll or Metallica, it'll kick the living crap out of me, and I'll just get fed up and I'll walk away for the rest of the day. But like this, much like Star Wars, I just keep wanting to come back for more and more of a beating. You know, I used to be so good at that shot. And then you waste the fight. Oh,
Crappy game. See if we can break 1 billion here.
body.
Look out, Martian!
I like how much emphasis is on that right scoop, or the only scoop, I guess. Except when it's not lit. And you just need to hit repeatedly. This is my favorite animation in the entire game. So this new full color LED screen that they did for this LCD screen, all new graphics. That's something over the original. Much bigger screen. That's over the original. And I think the multicolored saucers are, that's an improvement over the original too, right?
Yes.
Now the LE comes stock with mirror blades. There you go.
Save me, save me!
You gonna save her? You're gonna let her die. still got that even though it turned off?
Brandenburger Tor is in danger.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of games are like that where it's still active for like a grace period,
They got our stuff.
a second or two.
Look out!
Oh, you're kidding me.
Coming through.
Some good games, but some really bad games too. Let's just start another one.
This is an emergency broadcast. The Earth is being invaded by flying saucers from Mars.
Not Mars. All right.
There you go.
No time for tea, like those Martians. Super shot.
Get the troops ready. We must build an atomic blaster. Hey, it's my car! Missiles on standby.
That's awesome.
MultiBall!
One of the things that we didn't talk about on this game yet is the top.
Done.
Like during gameplay. I'll let you focus there. One more. Right orbit. Get that red orbit.
Oh shit.
Quick.
That's okay.
One of the things that I really like about this LE is the top. I think that's worth its weight in gold. And construction's a little bit cheaper than you'd like, but it's not something you put into like a regular bar. Maybe like Pinbar's getting this because it belongs to Pinbar. Something like a pinball place, yes, but not if you're leaving it unattended on location. You wouldn't want this top.
No.
But jumping up and down like that, making that noise, shaking the whole game, it's like having a second shaker mode.
Yeah.
You know?
Kind of.
And it taunts you back, right? Like when you step up to the game and it goes, oh, you again, blah, 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 your shoes untied. Jeez.
Really?
I quit.
Alrighty. Ball 2. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Watch me like play
I felt like I played a lot of pinball for
2 games, 3 games.
Nope. I did the same thing you did.
Okay, I have a chance to redeem myself here.
7 million?
Yeah, that's possible. You came from behind in the first game by like 7 billion.
It's probably, like you said, some people that actually know this game really well that's like watching this and I'm screaming at their computer right now.
Who are these 2 drunk kids playing my game?
above 2, right?
At least it's better than 7 million.
Where's my balls? Come on.
So fun fact. This limited edition, same sticker price as the standard Medieval Madness remake.
Get every available man.
Wonder why that is.
I think mechanically there's just less going on in this game.
This is easier to, less expensive.
Yeah, probably just like a lower bill of materials, right?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, other than it, you know, wanting an original, fully restored volley attack from Mars, what could you want more than this LE?
No, I mean, this is a really nice machine.
You know?
I agree. And I mean, you're going to have a warranty for a while. You're going to be able to get parts for this thing for a while.
24 months, I believe.
Watch out,
Jeez,
man.
son of a bitch.
They got a big old beam.
2 billion. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to beat that.
Get away from France,
I
you
added
Martian
on my score, my ball 3, right?
Oh, yeah, not as such, no.
Is that it?
I know that was game 3, but we can technically call that game 2.
What's the time of it?
16 minutes.
Okay.
Let's do another one?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So what haven't we seen so far? We haven't. You said you
I think
saw
we've seen a little bit of
Sneak
everything.
Attack, yeah.
I think we saw a little bit of everything here so far. So.
We haven't seen Rule the Universe, of course, because we haven't lit.
Yeah, I
everything
haven't
there.
really been playing them that way, like, because you can just keep hitting the saucer over and over and over, and eventually get all the countries, and
Yeah.
then you go to Mars, and then there's a bunch of other stuff you have to do to
think
rule the universe.
The,
So.
the best way I would, for my gameplay, to do that would be to do it with multi-balls.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you've got that ball save, and then you can keep, you know, risking that center
Mm-hmm.
shot, and you know, you trap a couple of balls, and then keep.
The thing was, like, I think that if you have the multi-ball started after the visor has gone down or the gate has gone down, then it counts for that. I
Yeah.
think if it's up, then you don't move any closer.
Yeah, you gotta open it up and then. Do you want to go first?
If you get it opened up, then that's when you want to get your multi-ball started, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Get the troops ready. We must build an atomic blaster. Back it up, we gotta save the Statue of Liberty. Use the atomic blaster now. Missiles locked on target. Hey, they got our stuff! Great shot!
Oh, no. Felt that one coming.
I better win a game here.
do that long. I just tap both flippers. Yeah, I don't know why.
I know like on my Star Wars, if I double tap or whatever, sometimes it'll like speed through the sequence that it's going through.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
So me by habit, I kind of do that.
I think that's where I got it from, actually. Oh, that's frustrating. Alright. Oh, no! That 200 million could have really done me good right now.
MultiBall!
Are you gonna get all 5?
I gotta like slow it down here.
Blow the saucer out of the sky!
You gotta get those left shots.
Oh, no, too late. Nope.
It's always kind of redeeming when it's like your multiple times out and you still get that jackpot after the lights turn up. Huh. I'm not doing too well tonight. Nope. Come on. Okay. Should take a break for a second.
Wheels on standby.
I love the ball lock on this. I think it's, you know, light the loop and then give my ball back. Oh, there we go.
Hit the switch.
Must have been stuck somewhere in there. There we go. Now it's all over.
MultiBall!
Or I could not get a jackpot. You see that? Fuck. Still gave it to me.
So you got one more.
Watch
Yeah.
out, man. They've got a big old beam.
Oh, gotta get that, hurry up. Come on, come back. Ah! Come on, jeez!
Look out.
That's not... Why can I not... Oh my god!
Anything with the bonus?
What is with me? Damn near close. See, goes back to my ball 1. If I had got that saucer.
Come on.
We must save the Brandenburger Tor.
You know who I think is funnier, the French guy, or the German guy, or the Italian?
Come on. Just give me the ball so I can get some control on it.
There you go. Less than half a hurry up.
Yeah, I know. I kept
38 more.
I got a big old beam.
Now you gotta hurry up. Nice.
Excellent.
And you destroyed the saucer. Alright, well, you beat me again.
Extra ball.
How many was that? 19. We're 25 off.
Oh, come on, Locke. Nope.
All right.
Do it again.
Oh yeah, you had
Oh, yeah.
extra ball.
Well, I thought I was like all disappointed there because I was done, but that is not the case.
No.
Get the troops ready.
I'll tell you one thing, my dog does not like the sounds from this game. No? Maddie?
Oh, come on. Nah, I blew that one.
She has a bit of a panic attack every time I turn this thing on. Just starts running around the house.
Something new, right?
Yeah. Normally she follows me like my shadow, but when this goes on, she just kind of takes off and starts scoping around the place. Okay,
That should be like part of the skill shot. You need to scoop.
well, I'm not going to argue with a 22-year-old code.
It must have been extremely
Getting a little violent. Well, at least I got to 1.1 billion. And my grand champion score still holds.
But we weren't here to witness that. The glass could have gone off.
Glass was not off. What was the first thing that you said to me? Take the 2x4 out from under the front legs?
Yeah. Whew. Well, that was pretty good. We saw a lot.
Cool.
All right, guys, so that's going to do it for the review and gameplay section of this video. Now, we got to talk about this game. What do I really like? What do I really love about this is that topper. This just adds a whole nother dimension, and now you can only get the topper in the LE model. Now you've got, the great sound system, gives you that nice bass that shakes everything around you. You got the shaker motor that shakes the game in your hand. But this topper is kind of like a second shaker motor, and it just gives that extra dynamic somewhere else on the game.
Yeah, the whole machine kind of.
And it taunts you too, right? Also, when you've got it in a nice dark room, like we can turn all the lights here. I mean, it just brightens up everything. It's just amazing, the light show. So definitely worth the purchase of the LE just for the topper alone. And of course the light
trim,
show. Yeah. So and as far as criticism, I'm not 100% sure if it was on the original Attack from Mars. But let's say, okay, so you've got Big O Beam. You're working on the Progress up here, or any of them like Tractor Beam or Atomic Blaster or Capture. Let's say you've got Big O Beam lit, the first one lit, and you're working on the second one. What I notice is that the pulse between the one that you're working on isn't really noticeable. Like, it's just a really light pulse. And if you're in the fray of a multi-ball and you're trying to work on some shots,
you might not notice that.
No. So I don't know if that was original. So leave a comment down below if that was original or not. We'll throw that up on the screen here real quick. Leave a comment if that's original. Then great. But it'd be really nice if software down the road they can add a much better blink between that. Again,
it's more obvious.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going back to the old 95 code or not. So I I don't know, but it would improve it a little bit more. That's really the only thing I have. Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything is like really well put together. I've played the original machines and obviously this one too, and you know, I find it plays the same. It plays very similar. This machine's still very new, so I think it's still kind of getting broken in. It's really fast.
Yeah.
You know,
very tinny.
We'll get it cleaned up and we'll get it waxed again, you know, and then that kind of changes the way the game plays. But I find it's very true to the original. A lot of the same feeling on the shots and the way the geometry of the game works. So when things are coming out of the orbits, you know, they're going down to a certain spot on the flipper. So that sort of stuff translated over very well in the remake. I find that the remake is a lot brighter. Obviously, you know, I've seen a few games, original ones with LEDs and stuff. This just feels like a little bit sharper. I think a big part of it too is because of the lights on the UFOs.
Yeah, so we have an extra light show going on over here too, so which is really, really cool.
And then too, like I think one of the other ones I played had the art blades on the inside.
Not the mirror blades.
Not the mirror
LED
blades.
Comes with stock.
So the mirror blades add a lot of extra. I think it makes it feel a little brighter.
Yeah, but much wider too.
Yeah, yeah.
right?
It kind of gives it that depth, right?
Yeah.
So the game feels a lot bigger. But you know, I really like it. I enjoy it. AFM, not my favorite game in the world. Chance loves it.
I think it's great.
I think it's great. It's fun to play.
If you get it, bottom line is, if you get a chance to play this game, because it is a really subjective game for some people, Josh, if you get a chance to play this game wherever you are, jump in, throw a credit on, and plunge a few balls, because it's definitely worth it. Now, we went over a lot of the rules in this, but of course there's so much more to this. There's a bunch of really good videos from Papa and whatnot. We'll link some of those guys down below in the description. We want to give a huge shout out to Tommy and Suzanne from Nitro Pinball and the folks at the brand new, soon to open, when we're recording this anyway, it might be open by the time we get this out there, Pinbar down in Calgary in the Beltline. So big shout out to those guys as well for making this happen. This is actually Pinbar's game. It's on loan to us so we can do this video and some other stuff for Nitro. So again, huge thanks to those guys. If you guys have any pinball needs whatsoever in Canada, any problems whatsoever, you want to buy a new in-box pinball machine, Nitro, hands down.
Absolutely.
Best way to go, best service, and definitely going to be the best price. Just give them a call. They'll make sure you're taken care of. No BS there. So yeah. So again, thank you to those guys. And if you guys have any questions about this video, or you know the challenge I'm having with the blinking lights, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments section. If you guys like what we're doing here on the Canadian Arcade, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Until next time,
thanks for watching.
All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this gameplay and review of the Chicago Gaming Attack from Mars limited edition reissue. Is it actually called?
The remake.
Remake.
We get our greasy fingerprints all over brand new. Today on the Canadian Arcade.
I'll be in my trailer. Can't work like this.
Today on the Canadian Arcade.
We feed some Martians to a puppy. Right, Maddie? Not impressed. No, okay. Pete will be on our ass for that one.
People eating tasty animals.
Hey guys, one more quick thing on this video. We want to proudly announce the new Canadian Arcade online store where you can get a bunch of shirts, phone cases, mugs, that kind of stuff, and even some of the products we're giving away 100% of the proceeds to the Canadian Red Cross. So go ahead and click this link right here and go get yourself some swag.